Now, let's move on to the next performance. Who pulled number 2? It is I. SARIFA calmly raised her hand. Well then, contestant SARIFA, could you please tell us your costume? I will be a princess. Ooh, Princess SARIFA. Well now, that's a perfect fit for you. I don't even remember which ones were all left. Nurse was already taken by a Lunascape. We had Maid left. I think Maid was left. I guess, I don't know. I can only think of 3 so far, with Princess included, but that's probably the most fitting one for SARIFA. I'll be glad if my acting can please you all. Seeing SARIFA smile with a bit of confidence, the crowd called out to her expectantly. Now then, let the second performance starring contestant SARIFA begin. After the hostess' voice, the lighting on the stage dimmed. Ooh. I'm actually really excited about this. Ah, so here's where you were. Aww. Look at that huge ass rose, you know, drawing in all the attention. In the courtyard close to the castle gate, I finally found the person I was looking for. Seriously, there's no helping you. Does she have like a giant apple as her earring? As I stood in front of the man sleeping in the shade cast off by the trees, I put my hand on my hip and sighed. Why does she kind of look like a runaway bride? Sleeping in front of the country's princess? Just how insolent can you be? Right, he was an insolent person. After all, despite the fact that he is a knight that should be serving by my side, he has inspired feelings that are absolutely taboo. And he's being even much more insolent today after having left my side. Thanks to that, I had to overturn the entire castle to find him. Damn, he's going that far just to find little old me? Even if it is Sir Knight, it seems I must scold him a little. Kneeling down next to Sir Knight, I peered at his face. Hello. Hello, Sir Knight. Hello. Even though I called out to him, like always, he showed no signs of awakening. Uh-oh, what if he's dead? Poisoned by your other apple? How frustrating. Even if I wished to rebuke him, I would have to wake him to do so first. Oh, isn't there one perfect way to kiss a sleeping person in fairy tales? How shaking his shoulders, would shaking his shoulders be rude of me? That's not princess-like behavior, SARIFA. Raising my voice would be improper as well. Still, even though he looks so noble when wielding a sword, how can he look so defenseless the rest of the time? I know he's an earnest person, but this is slightly worrisome. Seeing Sir Knight letting out quiet breaths as he slept, my face broke into a smile without my noticing. He wouldn't mind if I poked his face. Would he? Poke, poke. Right. It would be bad if he never woke up. It is my duty as royalty to wake any sloths and scold them, is it not? After surveying my surroundings, I reached out towards his face. That, you know, inch by inch zoom pan of her face. Let's pan in quietly, slowly, quietly. Just a little more. If I just reach out a little more, I can touch his face. Just when I thought that, Sir Knight's eyelids fluttered open. Ah, Princess? My apologies. I'm sure I wasn't doing anything uncouth. Despite that, I reflexively said those words and retracted my hand. Seeing me like that, Sir Knight had a curious look on his face. But soon, he bore his usual warm smile. What ails you, Princess? For you to come to a place like this? That's... Without thinking, I had forgotten my original goal after seeing his smile. He took the words right out of my mouth. That's right, I came to rebuke Sir Knight. What about you? Why are you slacking off in a place like this? It's unforgivable for an attendant to neglect their master's safety. Forgive me, Princess, but He bitterly smiled as if it were difficult to proceed. What ails you? Never mind back talk. If you have an excuse, then I shall hear it. Yes, well, the truth is, His Majesty has granted me some more leisure time today. Huh? Is that so? Wait, so let me get this straight. So, Sir Knight just had some extra time off, right? He was actually granted some extra free time. And that worried SARIFA so much to the point where she overhauled the entire night, or the entire castle. We gotta find Sir Knight, where is he? And then he's just sleeping here, because like, I don't have to work for another 2 hours. Let's take a nice quiet little nap under the sun and tree right here. Forgive me, I should have informed you in advance, Princess. Do not fret. It was my fault for rebuking you when the particulars eluded me. You have my thanks. But, Princess, did you not inquire anyone else about this matter? Huh? Yes, that's right. For me, having Sir Knight next to my side was natural. I'd never even entertained the notion of having someone else fulfill that role. Someone else will serve you after the morning, so please be at ease. Is that so? True to his words, there were some Imperial guards barely out of my line of sight, quietly waiting on me. Seriously, I'm at a loss thanks to you. How unsightly for me of all people to work myself into a tiff. A tiffy-tiff. Sir Knight curiously blinked at me once again, but I decided to pay it no mind. By the way, my father finally gave you some leisure time, and you squandered it on a nap? Well, yes, much to my chagrin. My knight awkwardly brushed the grass underneath him. Ha, you're insolent that knows no bounds. This time I sighed in exasperation. Such breaks are a rarity for you, so you should at least visit town for some amusement. Amusement, you say? I heard that they offer food and drink and places to satisfy gentlemanly needs. Oh, what's it called? I almost said boudoir, but I'm pretty sure that's just a fancy word for bedroom, right? What is it? What's the word that I'm looking for? That's a fancy word for whorehouse, basically, right? Since I had almost never gone to town myself, I heard the latter half by hearsay from one of my lady attendants. I see. But unfortunately, Princess, I am not in dire need for amusement. And there are currently rumors that war is hither in town. That place seems suited for relaxation. And so, I settled on a little nap under the tree. As Sir Knight clapped his hand against the tree trunk he was leaning against, the top of the tree shook with the wind, almost replying to him. Do you visit this place often? Yes, this place is mostly deserted, and plenty of sunshine abounds here. It tickles my fancy. I see. While in the shade, I look up at the tree as the sparkling sunlight lands through its leaves. The occasional breeze elicited quite the warm feeling in me. Well, it is certainly a nice place. I'm pleased that it is to your liking. Would you care for a nap as well? We're gonna ask her to nap in this... oh shit. In this beautiful dress that she's wearing. It's gonna get all dirty, dude. That's not gentlemanly. I cannot engage in such frivolous ventures. At least not on the grass, right? Even if this spot is somewhat secluded, exposing her vulnerable, sleeping form outside is something a princess shouldn't do. That too, I didn't even think of that they're quite vulnerable outside. Yes, I am aware of your strict nature, Princess. Please do not tease me so. Turning my face away in a huff, I gave Sir Knight a sidelong glance. He was positively beaming. It's vexing to be the one teased. Let me try say something mean to Sir Knight as well. Well, if you have time to spare, should you not be refining your swordplay? Or do you believe that you have no need to do so, since you are this country's elite swordsman? Oh, I'm pretty good with swords, at least my own. Well, your words ring true. I cannot offer rebuke, Princess. Are you capable of being my shield in such a state? As Sir Knight smiled, even at my curt behavior, the glint in his eyes suddenly sharpened. I shall put my life on the line to fulfill that duty. If my blade wavers, then my body shall be your impervious shield. I'm sorry. I may have overstepped my boundaries. Forgive me. No. At times such as these, your worries resonate within me, Princess. Now then, Princess. Sir Knight dusted off his knees as he stood up. Shall I escort you back to your room? Huh? Oh, or did you perchance have unscheduled business to attend to? If so, then I shall escort you there. But today, allow me to offer a small token of gratitude for joining me in conversation. Do not pay it any more mind. Very well. If so, then... As I presented my hand to Sir Knight, he curiously considered me for the third time today. Could you take my hand, Sir Knight? Sir Knight will gladly take your hand. Forgive me, Princess. You are flawed in the most fundamental of ways. How shameful of me. Yes, truly. Thinking about it, Sir Knight is always by my side, but I've never conversed this long with him. Perhaps it was because he wasn't by my side today that I could talk with him like this. I thought as much as he took my hand. Tomorrow, he would once again return to attending me. That is what I thought. However, when Sir Knight suddenly appeared before me late at night, that yearning vanished to the ether. Ooh. As he forcefully led me away from my room, the first thing that jumped out at me was the crimson of flames. What is going on? The enemy country has launched a night raid. It pains me to say this, but the main gate has already fallen. Uh-oh, we've been under attack. Our castle is under attack. But don't worry, Sir Knight will rescue you, SARIFA. I instantly understood what Sir Knight was insinuating. That is why he came to fetch me. Princess, we must make haste. Yes, understood. Sir Knight had a calm aura about him, but I was sure he wasn't actually composed at all. After all, it was the same for me. The strength with which Sir Knight led me by the hand was considerably stronger than during the day and triggered jolts of pain. This was all the proof I needed that this was no dream. What about Mother and Father? Fuck your mother and father, I'm only gonna rescue you! I have no news to offer. We can only pray for their safety. I see. Then I must escape no matter what. That's right. And to do that, do you mind picking up the pace, Princess? Come on, chop chop, run faster in your... She's probably wearing like glass boots, right? Yes, I'm alright. Let us press on. Or like glass sandals. What are the ones called in the fucking fairy tale? Like Cinderella or something, right? Those Cinderella shoes. Going down the stairs and past the central gate, we arrived at the familiar courtyard. The castle gates were just up ahead, but there were countless enemy soldiers lying in wait there. Gah! Noticing my elegant, showy dress, the enemy soldiers started to converge on us. Uh-oh. Princess, please stand back! Sir Knight unsheathed his sword, and combat commenced before me. I will protect you with my life! While breathing, the chaotic sound of footsteps and the sound of clashing metal dominated the area. Sir Knight! Princess! Gah! After he was forced to endure numerous bouts, he and I became separated. What the hell was that? It sounded like screeching horses or something. Without overlooking me amidst the scuffle, a lone enemy soldier came at me with a gleam of his blade. Please! Flee, Princess, please! I tried to head towards the castle gates, but my path was already blocked by enemy soldiers. Step aside, you brutes! My glare and my powerful declaration did not so much as make the enemy soldiers hesitate. What do you think that was gonna do? She thinks that her yelling like, get out of my way, is actually going to make enemy soldiers with fucking swords in their hands actually, oh, okay, alright. Don't want to mess with her. Look, she's got powerful screaming words. On the contrary, the gray blade above the soldier's head made a beeline for me. Ah! It's all over. The moment I gasped and closed my eyes, an impact to my side pushed me away. Gah! Uh-oh. Unable to break my fall, I slammed into the ground. Oh no! Did Sir Knight like push us out of the way and catch that sword for us? The crimson of blood and flames melted as my side flickered. Sir Knight. I pathetically realized my consciousness was ebbing away. Oh my god! Those noises! As my vision grew hazy, along with the sound of countless blades, I felt like I heard Sir Knight yelling, something I had never heard before. I'm pretty sure he's dead, right? Or he's dying. I woke with a shout, my aching body bringing me back to reality. And then I took in my surroundings in confusion. It was the same place. What the fuck? Those soldiers just left her there? Wouldn't they try and take her, right? I mean, if your enemy soldiers trying to attack a knight, usually you try to either kidnap or kill or take the people who own that castle, right? In which case would it be indirectly SARIFA, considering she's a child of their mom and dad who owned the castle, I'm sure, of royalty. The only difference was the countless unmoving enemy soldiers scattered on the ground. Wait, what? Are they dead? I thought the enemy won. Who killed all the enemy soldiers? Did Sir Knight defeat them all while I was unconscious? That's right. Where's Sir Knight? There were no signs of the person who had protected me. Sir Knight! Where are you, Sir Knight? I shouted without a care for any enemy soldiers that might notice me. Right here, Princess. Wow, he survived? Turning towards his voice, I saw that tree. And lying at the base of that tree, Sir Knight raised his hand at me as I laid eyes on him. Whether it was because of his fatigue or something else, his movements were very sluggish. But paying no mind to that, I rushed over to his side. Oh my god, what the fuck? In like the middle of the fire and flames? Oh my god. Thank goodness you're unharmed, Sir Knight. Overwhelmed with happiness and relief, my face broke into a smile. Can you stand? Getting on my knees by his side, I offered him a hand. But, like always, he was slow to take my hand. What ails you? I moved in to grasp his hands instead. Huh? I'm certain that my hand was touching his. But if so, then why can I feel this warm substance? Don't tell me! I suddenly recalled what flowed out of the nearby fallen soldiers. Yep, I'm pretty sure he was stabbed, but despite that, he still fought to the bitter end to protect Princess SARIFA. This can't be. I broke out into a cold sweat. Sir Knight, you're injured. My eyes, which had finally adjusted to the darkness, could now see the cruel state of the ground that Sir Knight was lying on. My apologies. It was a slight blunder on my part. How terrible. But how? Sir Knight wouldn't be injured so easily. Don't tell me. It was then? I remembered that something struck me before I blacked out. You were protecting me, weren't you? While lying in a pool of dark red blood, Sir Knight calmly turned his head to look at me. I have only my inadequacy to blame. Spouting nonsense again at a time like this. Hush now. I'll treat your wounds. What do you mean? You're a princess, not a fucking doctor. First, I have to staunch the blood. There has to be some bandages. No, some cloth. Oh my god, don't rip up your pretty dress. Is there anything I can use? This is all I have at my disposal. I looked at my dress, which was stained with soot, mud, and blood. Forgive me. If it's dirty anyway, then I guess it's fine. Tearing off an immodest amount of cloth, I tightly bound Sir Knight's wounds. Damn. You know it means a lot. This person means a lot to the princess, right? If she's willing to sacrifice her, like, $1 million dress for it. There. Sir Knight, is it painful? Truthfully, I was inexperienced with such matters, so I didn't know the correct way to dress his wounds. I was just so frantic to ease Sir Knight's suffering. You have my thanks. This is my life's greatest honor. Don't jest me at a time like this. It is no jest, princess. Having you tend to my wounds has made the pain just fade away. Sir Knight laughed. However, his face shone with a cold sweat. Princess, I have but one wish. What is it? If it's within my power, then just say the word. Then, the smile on Sir Knight's gave way to a forlorn expression. Princess, please leave me and escape. Oh, I thought he was gonna ask something else. How? How can you say something so callous? The whereabouts of His Majesty and the Queen are unknown. We can't afford to lose you as well. Sir Knight's words cut deep into my heart. If I obeyed, I would be abandoning everything precious to me. My missing father, mother, and my country. And more importantly, Sir Knight, the person I most yearned for. Your wounds are my cross to bear. I can't leave you. Please, see reason. Your life is the morning sun that all wait on with bated breath. There should be some horses just outside the castle gates. Please, take one and escape. You must join me as well. If there are horses, then the two of us should... Sir Knight calmly shook his head after hearing the desperation in my voice. With these wounds, I cannot serve as your shield, princess. He looked at his injuries forlornly. The tightly bound cloth was already stained dark red. If that's the case, then please, let me stay by your side. Princess. That's right. I'm sure Mother and Father are fine. That's why I can stay with you and... Princess! As a clapping sound rang out, pain ran through my cheek. What? He slapped her? He like gave her a princess pimp slap? Huh? Compose yourself, princess. Do you plan on throwing away your country and its people on a whim? But... I shook my head like a child throwing a tantrum. Damn, the trouble of a princess, huh? Do her people come before her own selfish wants, such as love? What troubles you so? Where has the usual princess who's never forgotten her pride as royalty gone? Sir Knight gently patted my head. Even though his hand was soaked with blood, it was a kind gesture. So now we're smearing her face with blood. You are forbidden from crying like a little girl, or fighting alongside the garrison with the castle as your battleground. Your life is the glue binding this country together. You must live no matter what. Yeah, you are the future of this country. As long as you draw a breath, this country will not die. I love this country, the land, the people, and all those that I serve. Even me? Of course, which is why I cannot extinguish your flame. Please live and bide your time until you can restore this kingdom. Very well, but you must promise me something as well. A promise, you say? If a promise will not suffice, then I shall command you. I tightly grasped Sir Knight's slightly cold hand. You must live. I will not permit you to die. When next I come here, you must vow to be by my side again. Understood? By your will. I burned the image of him nodding into my eyes. Then I shall go. May you be in good health. Farewell, princess. After saying that, Sir Knight's eyes slowly closed. Blessings upon your journey. His mouth moved, as if saying that. After seeing that, I began advancing towards the castle gates. Thank you, Sir Knight. I will always long for you. Not once did I turn back. Oh my god, the duties of a princess. It must go on. Damn, what a sad love story. Wasn't it all about a confession? I'm really confused. That was a really touching, loving, and just sad scene, right? Indeed, it was a very sad love story. But like, wasn't the whole point for SARIFA for her to like make a love confession, right? So while that was a beautiful scene, I feel like it kind of missed the point. The venue was filled with voices full of admiration at SARIFA's marvelous performance. Thank you very much, contestant SARIFA. It was a love that definitely didn't have a happy ending, but you delivered a splendid performance nonetheless. This hot feeling in my chest will surely last forever. Hey, wait a minute. As the host stated his positive impressions, Sugikage poked him. Yeah, she's gonna complain about this. Host-chan, what was the punchline? Punchline? The host gave her a curious look as he tilted his head. I mean, I was acting my heart out as much as SARIFA, but she didn't have to laugh anything to laugh at. Wait, that's your complaint? It seemed like Sugikage was still holding a grudge about her performance. Ah, so that's what you meant. Oh, Sean, you just lost some enthusiasm, didn't you? Sugikage-san, there was no need for a punchline, wouldn't you say? Flicking her hair with confidence, SARIFA returned. In love, the punchline doesn't come at the end after all. Then where is it? Since the host wasn't entertaining her, Sugikage snapped at SARIFA. At the beginning. The beginning? Of course. I mean, the moment you're in love, you've already fallen hook, line, and sinker. SARIFA triumphantly smiled at Sugikage. Damn you! You set me up for that! You have my thanks. Okay, now that the punchline is settled, let's move on to the next person. Taking a glance at Sugikage, who was stamping her feet in frustration, the host moved along the show. Who pulled number 3? It was me. While smiling as though she had pulled a prank, Higisune raised her hand. Well then, contestant Higisune, could you tell us your costume? I am a demon lord. Well, that's the most fitting costume for our contestant Higisune. If I must say so myself, I'd say so. Firefox, demon lord, kinda fitting. I think so as well. Now then, let's just how will I prepare for this curious costume? Seeing Higisune lick her lips at the audience, the concert hall was already starting a demon lord chant. Uh-oh, please enchant me in your demonly way, demon lord. Now then, let the third performance starring contestant Higisune begin. At the hostess' command, the lighting on the stage dimmed. What kind of confession is a demon lord going to make? Ha ha! So you have graced me with your presence. Seeing an old rival standing in front of the door to the room, the corners of my mouth unintentionally rose. Boredom encroached on my mind as I sat in my throne room, so the timing was just perfect. You are alone, which means that the 4 demonic kings have served their purpose. The 4 demonic kings who work closely for me could not vanquish the hero, which is why I ordered them to separate him from his comrades, and once they fought for some time, they would find a chance to retreat. Once this was over, the world would be under my dominion. It would have been troubling for the 4 heavenly knights to die here. Still, a small number of monsters protecting the castle had to be sacrificed. Even if it was for the sake of defeating the hero and obtaining the world, I must still mourn their sacrifice. However, I am the Demon Lord, yeah, and a Demon Lord does not mourn or cry. I would at least repay them with the fulfillment of my ambitions. Demon Lord! The hero drew his sword and called for me. Hearing his voice, I spread my arms wide, as if welcoming him. Haha, that voice, that appearance, that gaze. I have been awaiting you, hero. As the hero gradually drew closer, I could feel my heart beating faster. Again. No matter what, a perpetual ache lingered. Although my clothes obscured it, the hero had left a grievous scar on my chest. Oh, where? I don't see a scar on your chest area at all. That sharp pain began to throb. No one else would ever make me stir so. It's on the inside, huh? I see. Again and again, what an unpleasant aching. I'd received this scar ages ago. Before and after that, I clashed with him countless times, so the particular bout that led to it eludes me. However, though the wound healed, it continued to be a thorn in my side. The image of the hero at that time was seared into my body, alongside with this pain in my chest. If I erased this scar, this aching might disappear. I could purge it in a flash, but I decided to only do so once the nemesis before me was felled. Today will be the last time this annoying scar torments me. The hero closed the gap between us as I touched the scar through my clothes and muttered to myself. Demon Lord, your evil reign ends today! The hero pointed his radiantly sharp silver blade my way. Now, do not fight with such alacrity, hero. Girls do not clamor for hasty men. As a reward for coming so far, I would like to have a chat with you. Chat, you say? Is this some kind of trap? Uh-oh, she's a demon lord, right? She's somehow going to, just like, I don't know, talk us into her dirty, evil ways and convince us to join her side? Something like that? Or just eat us from the inside out? How rude. I would not employ such shrewd methods. It is just a whim of mine. Charging into a deathmatch would be boring, would it not? That is right. A sudden deathmatch would be disadvantageous. It pains me to do so, but exchanging words with the source of my discomfort, the hero, might give me some insight into it. Besides, there is more than one way to defeat a hero. I have a proposition for you. Would you like to hear it? I refuse! An immediate reply. Of course! I've got nothing to say to you. Besides, trying to negotiate when your castle is being invaded is just... half. Paying no heed to what the hero had to say, I interjected. What? Like I said, half. I will bestow half of the world to you. Wait, whoa. What kind of offer is this? Half of the world? Are you being serious right now? Of course. In exchange, I'll have you pledge allegiance to me. Quite a delectable offer. Would you not agree? If it would make the potentially dangerous hero yield, then this would be a small price to pay. Surely offering half does not incite your ire? I mean, this is half of the entire world, right? This does not sound like a bad deal at all. It depends which half you get. You can get the shitty half, I suppose. A bitter look across the hero's face. I wonder if his greed, his mission, or something else triggered such emotion. Silent, are you? No matter. If you harbor other desires, then I will hear them. But before that, I will extend an olive branch once more. I looked down on the hero with a stern gaze. Here, I will grant you half of the word. Pledge allegiance. I refuse! Dude! That's half the world, man! Before I could even finish my sentence, the hero curtly replied and readied his sword once again. I don't care if she was like a succubus who was about to suck the life out of me. I would both let her do that, just ride until the moment before I die, and give me half of the world. If I can. I came here to defeat you. I don't need something like half the world. Dude, say those words again. Half of the world. The entire world. You know, Mother Earth. So you refuse, hero? You talk too much. Wait, we don't even know which planet we're on, but still, half of the world, regardless of which world it is, probably still is a lot. If you were surrendered yourself to me, I thought something would change, but haha, I see. In the end, I could not claim ownership over the hero. How unpleasant. Truly a shame. Enough for me to not understand this incessant irritation. But that will do. All my worries are gone with the wind. I laugh from the bottom of my heart. That's right. Only by granting him death would I truly own him. Therein lies my peace, and the world as well. What's so funny? No, forgive me. I was just rejected so splendidly. I had indulged in this conversation long enough. Taking a deep breath, I stared at the hero with cold eyes, cold enough to freeze the air. If words will not reach you, then the only path remains open to us is... It is, as you say. Feeling my bloodlust, he took a step back with his right foot. Hero. I called for my nemesis. Demon Lord. My nemesis did the same. I will. Kill you! Kill you! The hero's sword and my claws clashed. The nostalgic sounds of clanging weapons echoed throughout my chambers. But how quaint. Even though I was crossing my claws with him to the death, joy bloomed inside me. However, as we exchanged blows, I soon noticed something amiss. I tested the waters with a slash, and the hero simply blocked it without a riposte. We had crossed blades many times, and I was familiar with the hero's swordsmanship. Wait, what? Even if I launched an attack that exposed a large chink in my armor, the hero never once aimed for it. Simply put, he was being way too soft. Yeah, he's only like he's not fighting to win. He's fighting not to lose. He's fighting not to die. What is the matter, hero? Do you think you can crush me with such feeble sword techniques? Ugh! I repelled the hero with a flurry of attacks, and he fell to one knee. Hero, this was not the extent of your abilities back then, correct? Shut up! Cease your prattling! What if he's like weakened, or he's just become older? He swung with the same sluggishness as before, or he's drunk from like the night before, partying it up. The blade was heavy and bore a sharp edge, but his intent to kill was laughable. For a demon lord like myself, he was just way too slow, and when he had delivered the grievous wound on my chest, his power transcended my own to such an extent that I was resigned to death. We were supposed to be confronting one another, but events were unfolding quite differently. The happiness that had erupted inside of me had suddenly morphed into displeasure. How unpleasant, disappointing, how truly disheartening, hero! The crippling fear that threatened to consume me, the burning fire in your eyes, that luster, show me that spectacle once more! And though he did not have the luxury to do so, or even though, the hero still seemed to be shackling his power. If he resolved himself to it, he could have torn open my stomach and disemboweled me countless times. He's gone soft! What if he's fallen in love? He's succumbed to our charms. That's gotta be what it is, right? But despite that, I mean, come on, if you look straight in front of you, who wouldn't succumb to those charms? Ha! Unleashing a barrage of slashes out of frustration, I started to pummel the hero. Yeah! His hand could not bear the brunt of my blows, and he dropped his sword, leaving him vulnerable to a maelstrom of slashes. Damn it! Burst. Gah! In an instant, the hero was blown away by a shockwave. How foolish. I began to slowly advance towards the hero, who was sprawled on the ground. What is wrong? Do you still not yearn for my head? Supplanting the burning pain in my chest with merciless killing intent, I looked down on the hero. Go ahead, and unleash the thunder magic passed down to all heroes. At this range, I cannot evade it. If if you run me through and bring about my demise, then your fight will come to an end, will it not? Why do you hesitate? I had been pondering as much from the onset. For someone who had encompassed all the valor of a hero, why did he waver at the start of our battle? There would be no more chances to ask you, so at least deign to answer my question. My body just wouldn't move. The hero looked between myself and his own hand with vexation. Perhaps your body froze with fear. No, I think that would be impossible. Of course it is! The hero shot me a reproachful look. It seemed like he was not lying. His inner feelings of love for the succubus, the demon lord, is stopping him. I truly wanted to kill you in the past, but whenever I resolved to do so, my hands and feet, it's like they refused to obey me. Ever since I learned the demon lord was a girl. No, that's not it, really? He's like, oh, so he disliked the idea of a demon lord before, like, oh, fuck this demon lord, I have never met them before, it's gotta be a man, oh, fuck that dude, I'm gonna kill him when I see him. And then he actually like, oh, what? The demon lord is a girl. Never mind, you know what, I'm fine with this, A girl demon lord, that's perfectly okay in my book, especially one dressed like this. From the day I pierced your chest with my sword, I suddenly fear killing you. It's like, when I think I'll never be able to see you again, I suddenly feel lonely. He feels attached to the demon lord he tried to kill and actually kind of stabbed in the chest. He felt guilty about it. He's like, I didn't mean to hit your boob. What are you saying? Even I don't know. I don't know how to decipher the feelings inside of me. The hero gently touched his chest. But I'm sure I'm in love with you. What? What was that just now? My heart just raced? Oh my, this is gonna be like a happy ending. This is like a fucking, in Shrek. Wait, that actually did happen. I was gonna say, like, if the dragon, you know, in like sort of the knight who comes to save the princess from the dragon who kidnapped her or something like that, you know? This would be if, like, suddenly the knight falls in love with the dragon instead. But in Shrek it kind of happens, right? Except that the donkey and the dragon fall in love. But yeah, here we're gonna have the succubus slash demon lord. He's gonna fall in love with the hero that's trying to kill her. You are being serious? I am. I'm supposed to be the hero who was tasked with defeating the demon lord, but what a miserable story, isn't it? Yet I fell in love, and there's nothing I can do about it. Stop! You and I are... I know, but this is how I feel. Even though his face was contorted with agony, the hero looked directly at me. At her boobs, yeah. What is this? What is going on? As my heart started to beat faster, I took a step back. Demon Lord? As though doubtful of my vanishing bloodlust, the hero tilted his head. What's wrong? Aren't you going to kill me? The battle has been settled, and I answered your question. Silence! I just determined that you are not worth the effort of killing. I see. But may I ask you one more question? Go ahead. What will one more question accomplish? I'll answer them all the same. Then I shall proceed. The hero might know just what exactly this tight, painful feeling in my chest is. What does, chest? Does your chest ever throb when thinking about me? You... Why are you drudging up such matters? What does it matter? You are the one who said you would answer. I did. So, how about it? Constantly. Really? Yes, really. It's always painful when I think of you. Even now. As he said that, the hero turned his face away in embarrassment. Is that sufficient? Demon Lord? Indeed, it is. Reason dawned on me after hearing the hero's answer. The truth behind the strange feeling I harbored. Yep, you love the hero too, Demon Lord. I see. I see now. Demon Lord? What is this? Their answer was within my grasp all along. Without knowing why, I suddenly became happy. Hey, happiness is not a feeling a Demon Lord is supposed to have. At least not sharing with another human. Nah, the instigating force was the reason behind such happiness. Aren't Demon Lords only supposed to have happiness when they're like, you know, tormenting or killing? The hero had longed for me. And if we both shared the same pain, then that could only mean... Hey, why are you laughing all of a sudden? As I turned back, I locked eyes with the nonplussed hero. I finally knew the source of my racing heart. And when I realized that... What the... This is really embarrassing, is it not? There was a rift between knowing and experiencing. Hey, Demon Lord, your face is red now. What's wrong? Silence, you fool! The time for questions is over. I shook my head and reeled in my embarrassment. Since I am victorious, I will do as I please with you. Very well. Go right ahead. Good. Well then. Now that it was time to say it aloud, I felt so embarrassing. But now that I knew our mutual feelings, there was no way I could retreat. Ha! I can only go forward. Hero, become mine. I refuse. The hero instantly rejected. Wait, what? So he is in love with us. He admitted to those feelings. And when we say, be mine, he's like, no, I don't want to. So he just understands his feelings, but he doesn't want to submit to them? Is that it? Because the thing is about feelings of love, right? It's not something you can't control. You can't really control who you fall in love with. So like here he acknowledges the fact that he's fallen in love with her, but he doesn't like it, or he doesn't want to be with her, or whatever. Is that it? Or is he misunderstanding? He could just be misunderstanding. Maybe he thinks that we want to make him our slave, which we kind of do. What? This is different than the earlier jest, you know. Hurry up and kill me. I confessed my feelings. I have no regrets. That would trouble me. And I rejected him back. Wait, what? They're rejecting each other? Huh? Why? What kind of demon lord is troubled over killing the hero? This one right here, yeah. The demon lord who happens to be in love with that hero. If I kill you, the next hero, the one that is not you, will come. That will trouble me. If another hero were to come, I would kill him, the next, and all the other humans. That would trouble you as well. Am I wrong? The hero frowned and nodded. That is why I will not kill you. Is it because I'm not worth killing like you said at the start? Nay, there is value in not killing you. That's all? Don't you have any other reasons? No, that is the only reason. Throwing out my chest with pride, I stared at the hero. You're crazy. In exchange, you must stay by my side. Forever. I will not tell you to serve me, but amuse me. Do not let me grow bored. So, basically, you want me to be your spouse? Indeed. Furthermore, until you die, you must ensure that I do not destroy the human world. You know you're spouting nonsense, right? And you're being so selfish. Of course I am. I am the Demon Lord after all. Being arrogant and true to my whims is my specialty. I think you should take it, dude, right? I mean, it's gonna be his sole task to, like, keep the Demon Lord under control, which is a threat to this world, I presume. Like, she could easily, like, destroy the world. But dude, if you can prevent her or help her, you know? All you gotta do, like, imagine this, if you got this offer. Like, okay, either the world is gonna end, or you're gonna have to sort of date the Demon Lord. I would go with dating the Demon Lord and just becoming like a hero in multiple ways, right? I'd be a hero by dating the Demon Lord. I'd be a hero by saving the world as well. And I don't know, it'd be kind of a wild ride to be dating a demon lord in the first place, right? That'd be pretty cool.
Understand? If you ever bore me, I will purge mankind. If ever a whimsical urge strikes me, I will destroy the world.
There's a lot of pressure on us, though. We gotta be like the best boyfriend in the world. Like, we gotta be so entertaining. If she ever feels bored because of us, she will destroy the world, or at least kill mankind.
Fortunately, right now, I desire you so much that I cannot bear it. I want everything, from the marrow in your bones to your constantly beating heart. So, if you were by my side, eons would pass before boredom assailed me.
Eons? I don't think humans live that long. Unless she can somehow, like, you know, transform us to make us live longer than the normal human lifespan.
Now then, hero. I finished saying my piece. Everything else depends on the person in front of me. Let me hear your answer.
I confidently appraised the hero. Looks like I have no room to refuse.
Of course not, but if you did, the world would be reduced to a desolate wasteland.
It would irk me. That's why I will become yours. For the sake of the world. That's the only reason?
Now, should you not answer differently? You should be more true to your feelings.
Yes, you're right. As if recognizing his defeat, the hero closed his eyes in resignation, and then laughed. Together, I'll be by your side, for both our sakes.
Indeed. Well done. A good answer. With that, I have won everything.
Hey, what does that mean?
Haha, pay no mind to it. With this, the world is saved after all. More importantly, hero, take your prize. Come close.
I don't need to do something. Dude, just take your prize. Don't question it. Take the Demon Lord's prize. Oh god. What? You? Even though I managed to draw close to him, he stepped back unsteadily as he traced his lips.
Haha. How was it? Surely you have no qualms about that?
We got kissed by a Demon Lord. I gave the hero the greatest Demon Lord kiss in the world. Damn, can I have one too? Thank you very much, contestant Higitsune. That was amazing. All hail the Demon Lord. That was pretty interesting. It wasn't sad, it wasn't emotional at all, you know, but it was quite a powerful scene. You saw the power of Higitsune, the Demon Lord, where she just played the hero like a fiddle. While showing your feelings, you let your partner by the nose without even giving him a chance to say no. Even after becoming the Demon Lord, contestant Higitsune still retains her wits.
What is the meaning of this? Stagehand, I was not done performing!
Changing back to her normal outfit, Higitsune returned looking unsatisfied. I understand how you feel, but since your confession was a success, it had to come to an end.
It was about to get interesting too. Stagehand, if you continue to say unreasonable things, I will destroy the world. I will have you know it.
It seemed that Higitsune had taken a liking to being a Demon Lord. Yeah, okay, the play is over, Higitsune. No need to roleplay anymore. Contestant Higitsune, destroying the world would be unreasonable, in my opinion.
I know that. I will end my plans for world domination for sure. Everyone, you may look forward to next time.
As Higitsune pointed at the audience with a snap, the audience cried out with hope for next time, and a Demon Lord chants, Demon Lord Higitsune!
Indeed, well said.
With an exaggerated nod, Higitsune left the stage. Yes, well, it seems like our contestant Higitsune is satisfied now, so let's move on to the next show.